Hello, welcome to American Baker in Germany, where the ingredients are German and the baker is American. I'm Michelle, and today we are making a steampunk themed cake. I love making these. I've made several. I'll put a couple up here for you to look at. And I try to make them always shortly before Halloween. I feel like it's just an appropriate time, so let's get started.
I'm making a mini cake today. This is a 4-inch round cake dummy that I'm frosting with vegan American buttercream. I cleaned up the cake board. Then I rolled out some black fondant and covered the cake with it. I smoothed it on with my fondant smoother in my hands and cut the excess off with a knife. Then I spent a great deal of time with a Dresden tool pressing in lines and segments to make the sides look like stones, or the look I was actually going for was metallic panels. Then I used a round piping tip to press in some rivets at the edges. I had kneaded some gold dust into some white fondant, which doesn't actually work that well. I then used the gold fondant to press into a fondant press form to make the Roman numerals you would find on a clock. And I used a paintbrush to brush on more gold dust onto them. I also brushed a bit of gold dust onto the sides. And I began to place the numbers beginning with 12, 3, 6, and 9. And then I decided that this clock is so small I couldn't really fit the rest of the numbers on, so I left it at these 4. Then I made a single gear and placed it in the middle of the clock. Then I made 2 hands for the clock. Then I made some gold paint with gold dust and alcohol and painted it on the edges of the panels on the sides and retouched the numbers and hands of the clock. I think this cake is cute, dramatic, yet tiny. It would make a fabulous top tier to a more complicated steampunk cake. For more cakes and tutorials, visit our website at americanbakeringermany.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Subscribe for a new cake every week. Hit the notification bell to be the first to know when we upload a new video.